name's Tania Vrancic and I have been practicing ceramics for about 16 years and professionally about 11 years. I slip cast a slab first and then I hand build out of that afterwards, and sometimes I slip cast in moulds for cups and bowls and things like that. So I stain my slips with different coloured stains. My work is really inspired by landscape. Since COVID hit, I've been walking up Red Hill, which is just a few houses away, and just walking there, and it just seems calming, peaceful. I've always been interested in landscape, and especially the detail of landscape, either from a great distance, the landscape itself, or little things like leaves. And it's always a personal discovery for me. So discovering who I am, what I want out of life, what makes me happy, those kinds of things, and freedom. So a lot of expressive brush strokes, that kind of thing. So this is my studio space. It's at home, which is really convenient. So especially with ceramics, there's a lot of checking, is it at the right sort of firmness to take the next step, so I can just pop in whenever I like. I've got a beautiful window looking outside, so yeah, so I can sort of look at the sky and trees and contemplate, and yeah, it's my space, which is really lovely. I like to come into the studio every day, and I like to go with whatever mood I'm in, if possible. If I'm having a day where I'm really not feeling inspired, I'll just do some finishing off of work and that kind of thing. On the same token, if I come in and I'm like, oh, raring to go, and I've got some fabulous new idea to experiment with, then that's what I'll do. And that's the beauty of having a business of my own, where I can do what I want to when I want to. And I think that brings out the best work if you're working to, you know, the mood that you're in. Just, I like being pushed, and I push myself to discover new mediums and try new things all the time. So that challenge is always there, which you don't necessarily find, certainly not in the same way in other workplaces. Oh, the challenge of being an artist. There's work quite isolated, where I'm not working with a group of people, so I don't get a lot of feedback on, you know, whether my art is good or not. Some of that I get through social media, but you don't always want to show something that's raw and really a new idea. So so you really have to push yourself and be disciplined to just turn up and do the work. Challenge to make sure that your art gets seen and is out there, whether it's for the public to buy or whether it's in a gallery setting, but just to sort of get out there and be involved in the art community and with creative people. It can be a financial challenge as well. Because there is no steady income particularly, so it ebbs and flows a lot. COVID has been very interesting, both from an artistic point of view and also from the point of view as a small business. Obviously, as a small business, we had a week to get everything online. Thankfully, I already had a website, but yeah, I was working with handmade markets at the time, and we just decided, let's just all do it online. And it was successful, and it was really good, and I think it helped us to you know, get that side of the business going, which I think will be helpful in the future to have that platform online. The biggest change that has happened to me and happened during COVID was I started to walk, and I started to walk up Red Hill, and so that really inspired me, and because everything else slowed down, that pace of work wasn't in such a hurry, and we could just be in the moment, so there was no pressure to make for this or that. I made tableware as well, which I'd never made before. So again, inspired by being at home and wanting to make beautiful things for the home that aren't necessarily vases.